Welcome to the talk of Keith. He will present you some online sports.
Hello everybody. Okay, so this is Blaseball. This is a game that was released 2 months ago by a small LA studio called The Game Band, and is currently in the running for most important indie release of 2020. Like, Polygon's reporting on it, Vice is reporting on it, Rock Paper Shotgun is in love with it. It is very much just procedural baseball. It is, at the start of every hour, 20 teams are matched up into 10 matches and told to play baseball with each other. As a player, you put bets on who you think is going to win, and you translate those coins into votes at the end, and you put votes, and you bet, and you vote for things like making your team go faster because you give them spin attacks, or or having your team steal the 14th most popular player in the league. It's also a surreal deconstruction of baseball. It has been described as baseball, but welcome to the Night Vale. And players will explode midway through the match. It will summon thousands of birds. People will have allergic reactions to peanuts. People will steal each other's stats through vampirism. There is a lot going on in this game, and it gets updates every week. And the fan community is pretty voracious for it, creating beautiful fan art like this. It is kind of terrifying how much people do with the fan art for this, considering it is literally text.
You gotta fill in the gaps somehow.
Gotta fill in the gaps somehow. And the way some people do the gap filling in is with code. Someone has developed a lovely text-to-speech application called John Madden, because I don't know, which reads the server endpoint for baseball, because ultimately Blaseball is just a ton of JSON files coming down. But it's a ton of JSON files coming down, which means I can build an app for it. And so I have built a Blaseball viewer, which is connecting to the server endpoint. It downloads a local database, and you can watch the games in real time. There we go. I think all the games are finished. No, we've got some current games. So all the artwork was donated by another fan of the sport. You can buy this up on Redbubble. But ultimately it's taking the live data. This is the same as it is on the website, and it makes animations out of all the plays. I've not got everything coded in, but it is downloading or putting in the data for what the game is and doing it line by line, play by play, that someone comes up to bat, someone hits a strike, someone hits a ground out, someone's incinerated, someone has stolen people's stats, foul balls come up. All these other things are coded in logically at the moment, ready for sorting out. So I need a lot of people to help me with this at some point, but for now it is set up in a way that can be built for people to work on in the future. And as part of it, because I know there's a massive fan community for the game, I've made it so that for each and every single thing you can customize in the game, you can put baseball cards into each of your players' folders, you can change the team's logos, you can fully customize the entire experience for your own personal experience of watching the cultural experience of Blaseball. And yeah, that's what I've been up to for the past 2 weeks. This has just been 2 weeks of work or 2 Blaseball seasons. Are there any questions?
I might have missed something. Who is playing these games? Is it some sort of AI? Or
it's all procedure generated. So it sets up 10 teams. There are 20 teams in the Internet Blaseball League. So there is a team, this is the Chicago Firefighters, who are from Chicago. And these are a team of stats, effectively, just stats. This is Justice Spoon, who has a copy style of Light and Sweet. So it's all procedure generated. It runs these numbers through a baseball simulation. It's like watching a football management game, but for baseball, where characters can explode.
What's a soul screen?
There are people who have worked out the maths on how the soul scream is calculated. It requires a lot of reading through all of the stats used to make the stars and working out what decimal points for where.
What is it? Can you give me an example?
Yes.
Oh no.
Any other questions?
Yes,
Hi.
if you should, there's live games there, and all you know is from the game log there. That's all you know about the game going on.
Yep. There are watch parties in Discord for each of the teams to cheer on your chosen team. Since the first thing you have to do is choose which team you support.
So, as it so happens, I used my time the last few months to create fully randomizable characters. Do you need some of those, maybe?
Might need them. You should be able to import the models as asset bundles. So they just need configuring with the standard Mixamo style rig and putting a single mono behavior onto them, so it's got access to attachment points or naming. So yes, if people end up doing fan art for characters, you can put their baseball card in. If people end up doing fan 3D models, they can put in as well. It has been made in a way that will allow people to fully customize the experience.
Did you make the animations yourself?
The animations are straight from Mixamo. It's using the standard humanoid rig for Unity. It's using the Xbot character, and there is just a lot of baseball animations up there. So they kind of function quite well there. I'm done. Thank you very much for your time.